on everything, bro. JoyconBoyz James is. I want to get more Actually, introduce yourself. Tell you what. Tell what you do. All right, man. Before we start this, go ahead.
I'm cool. Well, I am Joycon James. Make videos on the JoyconBoy channel. Obviously, there's a lot of different opinions on that, which is cool. That's what I wanted to talk about as well today, and also regarding what Afro, when he was on the stream yesterday as well.
Yeah.
Just sort of clarifying that because I was in the comments. A lot of people might not have seen me, so we sort of just agreed to go on here and just clear the air because I don't want there to be any bad blood. I want all the community to be on good terms with each other. Like an actual network. So that's kind of why I'm here with Afro, and he very kindly invited me on. So yeah, by all means, fire away, guys. Essentially, it's anything to do with like stuff regarding Etika, to do with the community, to do with general like gaming, Nintendo news stuff, tributes, memes, and update videos. That's the general gist of it. So essentially, anything Nintendo, Etika, gaming, all the kind of stuff that Etika himself, his channel was around, and sort of those sort of themes is generally very similar to that because he was my favorite content creator. So I wanted to make stuff in that similar vein and stuff in memoriam to him. So it's sort of like a big mishmash of all different things, essentially.
So yesterday, I made a stream yesterday, and I guess I was kind of in my head. I mean, I'll say what it was. I was kind of bashing you in a sense, right? And like, I saw you talking to my friend about me, and I felt like it was an ill manner, and I felt like it was. I mean, I don't know how you saw it because it could have been a misunderstanding, but it could have been. I saw it as very manipulative in my eyes at the time, but it could have, like I said, could have been misunderstanding. And he was like, "Yo, I'd like to talk about it on stream." And I was like, you know what? He has every right to.
So I messaged Rosekami about it, and I was just talking to Rosekami about one of my videos, and I was just checking that me and Rosekami were cool, and I was like, oh, I'm just making sure we're cool because I feel like Afro Sakurai, he's someone in the community, and he doesn't like me. I don't feel like so. I just wanted to make sure we're cool. And then I think when I spoke about that, Rosekami then might have, I think Rosekami spoke to you about it, and it might have come across as if I just slid into Rosekami's DMs and started talking crap about you. I think I mentioned that I just had an altercation with a member of the community, but I didn't really want to get into it because I don't want there to be any drama. And Rosekami was like, no, you can tell me, it's cool. I'll promise I won't tell anyone. So I just sort of elaborated on my feelings. And then that part, particularly of me elaborating, got misconstrued. And then it sort of was just that part was focused on and not the part before where I'd actually said, I have a lot of respect for you and everyone else in the community.
Oh, there's a number 3. And I think I was kind of mostly hurt by it because I feel like by the message, you do say a lot of stuff that paints me in a bad light. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did say some negative stuff to you that night, right? But in a sense, what? You said I interrogated you. I was, interrogate. I was like interrogation and all that stuff.
That's just that's just the way it came across to me.
All right.
That's just, I guess there's just different perspectives. And
yeah,
to me anyway,
that's
it was
true.
because it was such a because I've never spoken to you before.
Yeah, that's true.
And then all of a sudden I got like an invite to a call, and you was on there, and then you sort of started off by saying you didn't like me. So which is you're fair, and then you went on to give me a lot of criticism, which is what I didn't mention in there. But yeah, from my perspective, the first time ever interacting with you, it was suddenly like, who's this? What's happening?
Yeah,
and it felt
I
like I was
that.
being bombarded with questions. So
I understand
that's just from my perspective anyway. But.
I want to get one thing cleared, right? Because you did bring up something. It's like I felt like Afro didn't think I was a viewer that watched Etika in 2014. Because I said this yesterday, and so you might have seen me coming off as an elitist or as a dude that like, yo, you can't make Etika content if you wasn't an OG. That's not what I meant at all. I was saying that I asked you a question about when you started watching Etika because I wanted to know your whole perspective on Etika in the community, because that's why I asked if you were active on Reddit or Twitter or his Discords, right? Because I wanted to see your perspective on the community rather than compared to other people, like how I see it or how other people see it, right? That's why I asked that.
I can see now with the benefit of hindsight that was where he was coming from. Or at the time, obviously, because it was such like a what the hell was going on, and my head was just sort of like, it felt like that was what was coming across. But now, with if I was going back into that with level-headedness, like it makes sense.
What do you think about Etika's wardrobe, like the Etika wardrobe videos? And there's might have. I don't know if you've seen anybody talking about that, speaking on if it's controversial or anything.
For the most part, it's like 95% positive and then a vocal 5%. And again, I'm not like criticizing you for being part of that vocal 5%. The majority of people are fine with it. But I can understand if people are just like, without context, coming on the channel and seeing some guy being like, look, I've got this guy's clothing, it can come across as distasteful. I completely understand that. I think a lot of people overlook the fact that it's not just me going, woohoo, look, I'm dressing up like Etika. And it's more the fact that Like, I spend months trying to find these items of clothing, search them down, manage to get them to myself, and then share the link with other people so then they can all own the clothing. And it's just sort of a fun thing for me to do. And it just sort of like makes me feel like I'm getting closer to Etika in my own way.
I remember I went in VC one day, someone's like, yo, did you see that new Joycon James reaction? And I saw it in the video.
Okay.
It was your pyro reaction, and straight up, bro, you had everything that Etika had, bro. There's nothing wrong with the JoyconBoy merch, but it was like, it was the Black Panther. And personally, my problem was, I feel like the headphones you're wearing right now is a tiny bit tad too much, bro.
Just to respond to that, so the earphones themselves, one, I actually didn't buy these myself. I got these as a birthday gift, and two, the reason was specifically because when I got these, I wasn't even considering it for like, I have like, my ears are fucked. Like, I can't wear normal earphones. They're just really uncomfortable. So I was already wanting to buy a pair of clip-on earphones to begin with. So I just put on my birthday list, can I just have some pair of clip-on things? When you look up clip-on earphones online, the first damn result that come up are the Cost C75s. So my mum was just like, Amazon, boom. When I got them, I was like, yo, these are actually like, these are the only earphones I've ever had that have actually fit me properly. And then when I was watching some of Etika's streams, I was like, these are his damn headphones, bro, which I was also like, that's kind of cool. And it also kind of tied in a little bit to the, you know, Etika's wardrobe thing. So this is purely just coincidence. I'm not like, now I've got them on, it's like, it's kind of cool because these are what Etika wore, but that's not the reason why I got them. They're the only pair of earphones I've ever worn that are comfortable.
That's a big
and with
coincidence.
the Black Panther necklace.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's a pretty cool coincidence if I do say so myself. If you look up JoyconBoyz, right, your channel pops up, right? If you look up Twitter on JoyconBoyz, you've been getting a lot of viral tweets. JoyconBoyz, like, you are kind of like, now I'm not saying you're replacing Etika or anything, but if there's anybody to look up JoyconBoyz, they're gonna see you. And if you click on video, what face pops up first? Etika's face or your face? Your face, you know what I mean? So in a sense, you kind of put yourself as a hierarchy, as the representative of the community. Just yourself right now, you combine your passions with the content you put at Etika, right? So in that sense, you're kind of doing what you're not wanting to do already. Because, like, for example, I thought this was a great example. Etika did not like Mario whatsoever. He did not like Mario. And you have a lot of Mario news content. Now, the one Mario news content I think he would make a video on is the leaks, because, you know, he was a leak channel. Now, I could understand if you make videos that Etika would make and what his passions are. And, like, oh yeah, I can understand that. But now you're putting your own perspective on things to the JoyconBoyz, right? Which I feel like you're kind of enjoying this right now. You're enjoying being a YouTuber, which is no problem with enjoying being a YouTuber. But like I said, I feel like you had to separate that from this channel, right? The only time I really started wanting to get public about it is the thumbnail situation, where you use my face in the thumbnail, and that's when I was like, okay.
And that's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah, because
that is my bad.
You had a part of influence right now, and no matter what the intent will be, there's always had the perception of it, right? And you have to realize before you do something, no matter what the intent is, you got to you have to step back and think, what's the perception that this is gonna get every time you do something now? Oh, what's gonna happen with ad revenue?
Oh, this is a really good question. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about this for a while. I was going to make the video ages back because my opinion isn't going to change on that stance. I just didn't make it because now I've got a new camera and it would look like ass compared to the new ones. But when we finally do hit monetization, I think we're on like maybe 3,300 hours, so it's near in there. But when we do, I'm going to make a video about it. And very simply put, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I think I haven't 100% worked it out yet, but in that video, I will, by the time we reach that, I will have 100% confirmed what is going to happen. But generally speaking, I think 50% of it is going to go to Nami straight up, and then the other 50 I'm going to put to other charities, or I'm going to use to afford like Etika's wardrobe videos and stuff like that, and go towards buying more equipment.
You've is a master instigator, bro.
Do not attach any association of this to me whatsoever. I have nothing to do with such idiocy, such blasphemy, such ridiculous nonsense.
All right, he's insane, bro. He'll probably make a highlight out of that. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up now, bro. I'm probably gonna stop this stream and segue it into an actual stream of mine just so I could show, bro.
Like inviting me on, because you could have very easily just been like, fuck this guy, I talked shit about him, and that's it. But you know, you gave me a chance to speak and, you know, not defending myself, but just give my perspective and explain things to people and sort of clear things up, maybe the misconception. So I appreciate you doing that, because, yeah, there are people that wouldn't have offered me that opportunity. So I do genuinely appreciate that from you.
Yeah, no problem, man, no problem. I don't want to be irrational. So I guess I'm gonna end the stream and start a new one, but I'm gonna end this by like just closing out the Discord call. So that's all you want to say, right? Nothing more, nothing less. Everything cleared out your mind?
Yep, all cleared. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, and enjoy the rest of your stream, I guess.